The learning objectives for this module are: understand how to keep your participants safe and learn the steps of the emergency action plan for swim lessons. Click on the Participant Guide button to ensure you have the participant guide. Safety is always your first priority. How long does it take for an active drowning victim to go unconscious? The correct answer is 5 to 10 seconds. It doesn't take long at all. You will be working with participants who aren't independent in the water, and they can quickly slip under the water if you take your eyes off of them. The danger isn't selective to just non-swimmers. It is important to keep your eyes on all of your swimmers, no matter their swimming ability. Never turn your back on your swimmers. Take a moment to remember previous modules with circle swimming and benches and islands. The instructor must properly position themselves. The instructor must keep their back to the lane line, moving their head back and forth, so constantly checking the bench and the island. The instructor is within arm's reach for levels 101 and 201, and centered in the lane for levels 301 through 601. Face the swimmers when moving the island during class. When possible, move the island prior to the start of class. When demonstrating skills on the front, swim towards the bench. Skills on the back, swim away from the bench. Skills that are stationary, use a side view. What do you think? Answer these questions on basic safety items for swim lessons. When working with children, proper precautions must be taken to protect both the children and yourself, the instructor. This is a recap of engaging with children. 1. There is never a time you are alone with the child. 2. Avoid inappropriate disciplinary techniques. 3. Be sensitive to individual needs. 4. Never leave a child alone or unattended. On the following slides, read the description, then click on the correct precaution. This section will cover what to do if a child needs to use the restroom during lessons, there's a tornado warning, there's a sanitary incident, vomit or fecal, in the pool, and if a parent doesn't pick up their child at the end of the lesson. Click on each for steps to handle the scenario. The child that needs to use the restroom. The first and preferred option, call the parents over to assist the child. Second option, if the parent isn't available, call the supervisor to assist. Use the whistle code and put your fist in the air. The supervisor will come over and take the child to the restroom. Do not send the child to the supervisor. Children must be attended to at all times. Third option, on the rare occasion the parent and supervisor are not available, take the entire class and exit the water. Walk the entire class to the restroom. Keep the door open to the restroom so other adults can see you. Tornado warning. First, clear the pool. Second, take your swimmers into the women's locker room. Third, after the tornado warning is over, check in with the supervisor on the plan for the rest of the lesson block. Finally, help communicate to all members the plan for reopening the pools and resuming lessons. Note, keep the swimmers with an aquatics team member during the warning or hand off the swimmer directly to a parent. Do not allow the child to leave an aquatics team member to change, etc. on their own. Sanitary. Vomit or solid stool. First, clear the pool. Second, alert the supervisor. Third, communicate the pool is closed and the current class is over. Fourth, assist in cleaning out the vomit or solid stool. Fifth, the supervisor determines when the pool will reopen and when lessons will resume. Assist in communicating to all members. It will be a minimum of 30 minutes after the vomit or stool has been removed from the pool. Diarrhea. First, clear the pool. Alert the supervisor. Communicate the pool is closed and lessons are canceled for the next 13 hours. Assist in cleaning out the vomit or solid stool. The supervisor determines when the pool will reopen. Assist in communicating to all members, which may include calling members. It will be a minimum of 13 hours after the stool has been removed from the pool. No parents at the end of lessons. First, at the end of any lesson, look for wristbands indicating swim play, swim clinics, or summer camp. If they have a wristband, notify the supervisor so the supervisor can take the child to the next program. With the children exiting the water, hand off the swimmer directly to the parent. Ensure children are accompanied by a parent during open and family swim or to the locker rooms. If the parent hasn't arrived yet, notify the supervisor who will come and take charge of the child. Note, if a supervisor is not available, use the walkie-talkie to contact the manager on duty. An incident can occur at any time. You must be ready to respond and know the emergency action plan. Be certified in CPR AED and first aid. While the expectation is within 60 days, the sooner you have the certification, the better. Be specific with who is responsible for each task, like calling 911 and getting the AED. Direct EMS to come through the side door if possible to avoid the family locker room traffic. Do not start assisting with crowd control until all of the children in the class have been handed off to a parent or another aquatics team member. Do not leave the class to, quote, sit on the side. They need to be attended to at all times. Don't assume kids have a parent on the pool deck. Click on the button to view and follow along with the EAP for swim instructors. Note, if swim instructor EAP, lifeguard on duty. The lifeguard determines a rescue is required and starts the EAP by blowing one long whistle to alert instructors to begin clearing the pool. The lifeguard is the primary rescuer and makes the appropriate rescue. All aquatics team members, including swim instructors, clear the pool and provide crowd control. The supervisor or manager radios code 100 to the pool, then assists in providing appropriate care. If a secondary rescuer is needed, the supervisor becomes a secondary rescuer. The primary rescuer points and designates a specific team member to call 911 and wait for EMS at the front desk. Another team member is designated to get the AED. All other team members assist in crowd control. Continue care until EMS arrives and takes over. Notify the aquatics manager and general manager if not present, and fill out an incident report. Swim Instructor EAP, no lifeguard on duty for the U.S. The swim instructor determines a rescue is required and starts the EAP by blowing one long whistle to alert instructors and members to clear the pool. The swim instructor who identified the victim is the primary rescuer and has the children exit the water and designates the closest swim instructor to take responsibility for the class. Then the primary rescuer makes the rescue. All aquatics team members, including swim instructors, clear the pool and provide crowd control. The supervisor or manager radios code 100 to the pool, then takes over as primary rescuer. Exceptions. If there is only one swim instructor and a supervisor, the supervisor designates the swim instructor to call 911, then designates a team member responding to the code 100 to get the AED. If only one swim instructor and no supervisor, the swim instructor uses the walkie-talkie to radio code 100 to the leisure pool and has the front desk call 911 and get the AED. Note: if the swim instructor determines it is a minor active victim, the supervisor will follow the lifeguard EAP for minor active victim. The pool does not need to be cleared with a minor active victim. The primary rescuer points and designates a specific team member to call 911 and wait for EMS at the front desk. Another team member is designated to get the AED. All other team members assist in crowd control. Continue care until EMS arrives and takes over. Notify the aquatics manager and general manager if not present, and fill out an incident report. In this module, you learned how to keep your participants safe and the steps of the emergency action plan for swim lessons. Next steps: review your notes. Pass the assessment with 90% or better. You will be given 2 attempts.